Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So today, I've already pulled cards. I pulled them yesterday right after the reading I did, and I walked away from it. And so we're coming back today with fresh eyes, gonna see it again, because there's a little bit of like yesterday's energy blending into it, but I knew it was supposed to be its own reading, so that's why we're doing that. So today we're going to use Sunflower Tarot. We're going to use the Gilded Reverie. And then we have Angel Answers. And so, okay. The gist of this message, that there's somebody who's still holding on to something that they need to let go of. Spirit's kind of coming in and is like, we're in winter right now. It's the time of letting go and just being. And it looks like someone's working really hard to keep containing and holding on to something, but it's not beneficial to them. And you get so many signs. It seems like everywhere you go, you're up against all these obstacles. And yeah, I'll just show you the cards that we have. So we have, oh, hey, Mr. Monster. We have the Seven of Swords. Actually, which ones came out first? So the first one to come out was the Ace of Wands, which is like a new idea, a new something. There's something new to come. But here we have the Queen of Coins, and it was in reverse. So she's trying so hard to hold on to something and make it work. And the more and more she tries to hold on to it, the more and more energy it takes. The energy that you're being asked to step into is that Empress? It's the Empress card. Something softer, something lighter. In this one, it's more loving and nurturing. And in this one, it's more, I'm seeing structure and, how do I explain it? One of them is like, they're both leaders in their own sense, right? The Empress has embodied everything. She's gone through the Fool's journey. She's gone through every single card. She understands what each energy and how to incorporate it. And at the end of it, she kind of steps into her own, and she knows that she doesn't have to be as hard and calculated. And that's kind of what this Queen of Coins in reverse. It's like trying so hard to force things or keep things the way they are. And then the next one to come out was the Seven of Swords. And so the Seven of Swords is all about, well, normally it's about a thief stealing, but in this one, it's like he's kind of packed up this harvest and is walking away. So to come, sorry, my cat's just using the litter box. I feel like that's a little bit of the sign too. It's like, whatever it is that you're trying so hard to hold on to, it's just like, it's like a litter box. And that's not your stomping ground. So the next one to come out was Not the Right Time with Be Assertive. After that, with the Gilded Reverie, we have the, what's that called again? Sheath? Oh man, Scythe, that's it. And then we have a Magnifying Glass. And they both kind of look like little circles. And this one was like, take a closer look. Because we really need to, we're gonna pull more on this one, because whatever this one is, you've gotten things time and time again, and it's actually not bringing much joy anymore. You don't get to sit in that like open, loving energy. This one is more constricting. And then last but not least, we had three little cards over here with the Six of Swords, which again is talking about moving away. Here we have this was in reverse, Six of Coins. It was in reverse. So it's like you giving to someone or something, and it's not working. And then last but not least, we have the Three of Wands. And he's fun, and like, look how many of them. So this one, he's like going on his own path, on a new journey, a new adventure. This one, he's walking away. This one is saying that there's a new something coming. And in order for all that, you really have to let something go. It's winter, and so the more and more, it's almost like sunflower fields. The more and more you keep trying to keep the sunflower fields alive while it's winter, well, that's not going to work. It's not the right time. It's not the right season. But then in this one, if it is giving to people, because I kind of see like beggars in the background, and it's saying be assertive for those who are always looking for the handout. Maybe that's something that isn't working, but I'm not positive what this Queen of Coins energy is. Which deck are we going to use? Okay, this one. I really wanted that one, but I guess it's this one. So to come out of that was the 10 of Coins. Whatever it is that this is, whatever you keep giving your energy and time to, it's leaving you with nothing. And the upright is the cornucopia type look, but in this one, it's not working out. It's draining you. I just see someone being frustrated that everything that they put their all into, it almost seems like it's for nothing. And it kind of is in this situation, because it's supposed to be let go. If it is a person, that person needs to do their karmic lesson. Like sometimes when we go and help others and we try to force change on them, the more and more we stop them from stepping into their power. So what came out next? We have the moon. And so normally in the moon, it is in reverse. In the moon, it's illusions. You're not seeing things clearly. You know exactly what it is that you need to let go of. You know what is keeping you stuck. And I'm almost seeing, back to this Empress, she's holding a baby. It's like loving, and it's the heart. But over here, she's holding this coin, and this coin is over her heart. And it's kind of being said like money, material things are kind of stopping you from being open. And the Empress is like the divine feminine. Like there's a baby there. Like she created that. This person's trying to take money and create things, but it's you, it's your body, it's your vessel that is what you use for co-creation. And so one isn't going to get you places. It's just not. The more and more you try to force it, the more and more it's just not going to work. And I've never actually looked at the book for this. I just wanted to see if they have like little stories or something like that, because I love stories. Oh, weird. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, the reversed, indicates fraud and trickery, greed and stinginess. Okay, well, we knew that, but I thought maybe there'd be a story with it. But let's say it is someone trying to help you, especially when you've got this Seven of Swords. That's a thief. That's someone sneaky. And look at their faces. I don't know. There's something like when I look at it, she doesn't give me good vibes. At least not in this reading, right? I could pull this card tomorrow and it could mean a totally different thing. But in this one, I heard gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. And I almost feel like this is the same woman. That she thought that what she could do was make this happen, and because this isn't happening, that's why I'm getting like this stricken face. So, yeah. It's like you already know that it's keeping you stuck, and once you cut that, whatever it is that you keep trying to bring life to, that's not meant to have life, right? The season's over, and it's time to enjoy winter, because winter is just rest. It's time to rest. Oh, there's some trickery. I feel like you know exactly what's going on, because now we have the mice. And the mice are, you never see them. It's behind the scenes. They're causing all this chaos and all this and they're eating the wires, and they're getting in all the food, and they're eating in the bags of rice, and it falls out, and you know what it is. There's someone or something that you really have to be assertive with. I'm being drawn to the magnifying glass now. And when you take a real close look, yeah, there's bugs, and it bugs you, and you keep pretending that it's not a thing. Hey, interesting. These two as well. Okay, hold on. That one. I want that one. Okay, just put them down. And that one. And yeah, these ones first. Put those there. But when I looked at it, because whatever this is, she's not using her heart. She's not happy. It's not going. When I looked in here, it kind of looked like beetles and bugs and all these things. But then I was drawn to over here, and then there was a heart. You're looking at the wrong things. Maybe what needs to be let go of. Okay, this would totally turn the situation around. Okay, so what I got for someone, you know, if you're filling up and you're always trying to force something to happen, and the more and more you keep putting your everything into this and it's just not working and it's just not thriving, there is a need to cut your losses and just, there's something new to come in. There's a new something. And I feel like for most, that's the story. But for someone, damn, it was like that whole other story just went out of my head. What was it? Let me focus again, because I just had that story. Oh, they keep focusing on the bugs. They keep focusing on all the mice and all the rats and the thieves and the trickery. And as this one said, there's something to do with fraud. They keep focusing on these things. But if you go within this and you stop focusing on that and focus it on the heart, that's when it kind of steps into the Empress energy. And once you step into the Empress energy, that's when it's like a shift in the emotions, right? Rather than going to the mind and like, I don't like this, why is that? That's not fair. What about this? You know, it's all that. It's like, I'm just seeing like finger guns. Pew, 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 pew. And it's like, put them in your holster and go into the heart. Because the more and more you point at others and be like, that's not fair. Like, you know, it's just the whiniest voice. Ugh. I'm hearing someone, get them out of my head. But if you actually go in your heart and you actually learn to create, like, you don't need to tear down something else in order to get your way. And how it doesn't feel good when you have taken something else, tore it down, trashed them, run their name through the mud, right? Just to pump up your own ego. Because at the end of the day, you just look like, well, you're a fraud. You're like, I'm hearing asshat. But I don't know. So I pulled some cards. Let's see what there is. So the first one is a flying ship. We've got a maze that seems to get stuck. A labyrinth. You already know how to get out of the labyrinth, right? You've got this ship and heart. I'm hearing ship with the heart relationship. Something about that. Let's look into that more. Next, we have the tree, like a tree of life. And then we have like clover, like lucky. And there's those little wishes. Whatever it is, you already know how to get yourself out of it. If it's a mental thing that you need to get yourself out of with that blame game and step into your own power, or if you keep actually going and giving away everything that you are in the heart, and then you have others around you who always seem to be a cracked cup. They're saying they're always leaking. They're always like, you could give them $1 million and they would squander it on nothing. They would have nothing to show for it. And that's what I'm kind of seeing is like, and now that they're like, well, you already gave me $1 million. Now give me another $1 million. And you're like, well, I don't have another $1 million to take you. That kind of depleted me by giving that to you. And I've got to learn to create that again, whatever that is. But Spirit keeps saying, you know how to get out of this. Your intuition is so bang on in this moment. there's something to come up out of this, something to do with higher relationships. If it is that person who has that cracked cup, help them empower themselves by not giving everything to them. You can teach them how you did it the way that you did it, and they can do each step and follow and copy. But I think in this is like in that story, you've stayed stuck. You were meant to move on, right? You have to let something go. And I feel like they fall on their butt and then they kind of get back up and they're like, okay, like I understand now. Now I'll listen. Because before they weren't listening. They were like talking to you, but behind they had like all these like mice and things running chaotic and food. Yeah, so you know how to get yourself out of the labyrinth. And right here we have the Tree of Life, we have the Merkaba, we have a lot going on. So let's see what this wants to share. So when I saw it, actually the two things that stood out wasn't, you'd think it would be like the tree or the rainbow. It was actually these little mushrooms here, and then the three little birds sitting in the tree. And then I heard everything is going to be all right. And so that's that Tree of Life. And in the Tree of Life, how many cards do we kind of have here? Yeah. Because I was like, do we mostly have major arcana? And that seems to be like huge life change transition. But most of the cards we have here are the minor arcana, which is like this 10 of Cups, the Queen, we got the Ace, 3 of Wands, 6 of Coins, 6 of Swords. And so those little things are things in your daily life. It's the little things around you that you deal with every day. And so there's something in the everyday that needs to be dealt with. And by being dealt with, it needs to not keep getting all this draining attention. If it's not filling up your cup, it's time to let that go and fly above the situation and get back into the heart. Because I feel like up here, you can see everything. And so you have to kind of like work through the lessons. So the Tree of Life, the Merkaba, the Kabbalah, that's what that is. And there's so much to the Kabbalah. I started to kind of learn about it. I'm like, damn, like you could learn this forever. Yeah, I'm being drawn to that red. You know, they used to wear the red string. I'm seeing the Kabbalah. And honestly, I don't know too much about it. I keep learning bits and pieces here and there. And I think that's what it is on your journey, you'll be guided to the right thing at the right time. You'll learn your lessons. You work through those lessons, then you level up to the next one. You learn through that lesson to the next one. And so I feel like someone went through a couple lessons and is like, I made it. But there's always another thing to work through. We'll always have that next soul growth, that next thing to do. And so I'm seeing by you letting go of whatever it is, it drains you. It takes everything of you every day, all the time. You're going to be lucky. All of a sudden you're like, I used to be so lucky. I used to have all these things happen, right? Where's the opportunities? Where's those synchronicities? Where's all that excitement that life has? As soon as you wake up, you follow that treasure trail just of what spirit leads you. And I feel like they are guiding you to co-create with them, but you've been focused on something that you're just really trying to contain. I don't want to let this go yet, but by letting that go, opens up the wheel of moving again. It brings back the joy. And so the mushrooms, I always think of like the elemental fairy realm, those type things. And same with like clovers, leprechauns, right? The elementals, the exciting part of life again. So is there anything they just keep saying be assertive, because you already know what it is, and the more and more you keep allowing others to waste all your resources, the more and more, I don't know, I see your happiness. I see like almost like a video game, and you have like a happiness bar or a lifeline, and it just depletes it and depletes it and depletes it. And this is the energy you should be in, but it's not. And so I'm starting to feel regret or anger that what you've been working for, it's so hard, isn't working out anymore. But if you just let it go, so we have the Knight of Coins, which would be Pentacles. And so the Knight of Coins is so slow, but it's very dependable and it's very reliable. Just one foot in front of the other, right? Keep moving forward. It's not time to stay and try to maintain whatever that is. It's how can I grow? How can I go above this? And then last but not least, we had the Three of Swords, which is sorrow and heartbreak. You already know how to unbreak your heart. And so, are you going to answer the call? Are you going to step up into your Empress energy and be assertive? Are you going to take all your abundance that Spirit's like, hey, you're so lucky. You're so lucky because you worked through all these lessons. So we gifted you these things. But for some reason, where did it go? Oh, it's hiding. It's hiding behind. Check this out. I was trying to find the mouse one. And the mouse one was hiding behind the Seven of Swords, which is someone stealing and a thief. There's somebody stealing your energy, your joy, your happiness, your resources, your time, your money, your love, your something. And behind that, or in front of that, was the Queen of Pentacles, who was in reverse. There is a need to look at things a little bit closer. I feel like Spirit's just like, stop focusing on this and bring it down to the heart. The heart will tell you how to step into this Empress energy. And once you do that, you've got that new idea. It will take you out of the heartbreak. It will level you up. And the next way to level up is actually quite simple, but it's hard. It's that letting go of whatever it is that you've tried so hard to control. Let go of control and be assertive. That's a little bit, let go of control, because I feel like others are trying to control you. Whatever this situation is now controlling you. So by you standing into your power and being assertive and saying no, I love saying no. It was so hard to say no when I was younger, but now you can say no to whoever you want, whenever you want. And yeah, try it. And don't explain yourself afterwards why. Right? No, and they'll be like, yeah, but why? And you feel the need to over-explain yourself. You don't need to over-explain yourself because I said so, because I don't want to, because it doesn't feel good, because I want to go do something else. Just because. Maybe you can give a short little answer, but you don't need to go and super over-explain everything, because the thing that you're letting go has been benefiting off your energy for a very long time, and they've been wreaking havoc. This should be the energy, but this is what you've got. And it's because something to do with like beggars and giving, and it's unequal. There's someone who is going through a karmic lesson, and maybe you're that giver, right? But that happened to them because of some choices that they made. They need to work through this, and by working through it, maybe they'll have a lot more heart or compassion or something, because it seems like people would always come in and rescue them and whatever it is. But this reading is a little confusing, because for some it's a person, for some it's a endeavor or business or something, for others it's a thought process or a belief. It's different for everyone. But to sum it all up is the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Coins. Slow and steady. Sometimes you think he'll never make it because damn, he's slow, but he's on his way. So don't worry, just be patient. We're in winter and it's not time to force things to happen and all this right now, so just enjoy the moment. I feel like this one? Okay. I was gonna pull one of those, but they said one of the manga tarot. So I'm seeing blue. Blue's coming out, ocean sky, like a breeze, a breath of fresh air. Something to do with meditating and letting things go. I feel like in the heart has been so pent up, pentacles. And it's a slow process of reawakening that heart. Oh, beautiful. I didn't actually see the card at all, but you can't tell because it's mostly white on screen, but there's that like soft blue, and that's kind of what I saw. There's an ocean there, but look, she's holding a heart. So this Two of Wands kind of goes with what I just said, opening up the heart slowly. I forget which one. Oh, it was that magnifying glass. And the magnifying glass is in one of these cards somewhere. It's that heart there. But here, it's just on paper. And over here, is that a jack? Or a knight? It's like a jester or a joker or a jack or something. And then there's a heart here. And the heart is split in two. So there's like dark and light to it. And that's what I feel like. There's a bit of heaviness or a bit of anger or a bit of something. And it's like lightening up, lightening up, lightening up. And it's just on paper. And there's that knight going so freaking slow. But guess what? It's not the growing season right now. So if it shows up in this season, like, yay. But when the time is right, the time is right, Spirit says. And working on the heart, bringing it down, almost brings it from paper into your hand. So with that, we'll leave it there. I hope you have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.